Good morning.
Hey, how are you? Thanks
Uh,
for having me. I train flat horses and jumpers. I'm from Pennsylvania, train at Fair Hill Training Center in Elkton, Maryland, but down there, not too far from Philadelphia. I started training horses a year and a half ago. I was Jonathan Sheppard's assistant for 11 years before that. And before that, I worked for Ronnie and Betsy Houghton of Sylmar Farm, also in Kirkwood, Pennsylvania, and that's how I got into racing. Um, I rode pony races as a kid. I was a jump jockey for 4 years before I became a trainer myself. And I was really into the flat horses before I was into the jumpers. But when working for Jonathan, who was also a dual purpose trainer, I think I was just on a horse one day galloping in a field, and he said, "Hey, take that one up over the hurdles." And I did. And that was kind of when I was hooked. I rode ponies and show horses when I was a kid and knew how to jump, but the steeplechase horses are a lot different. So kind of got hooked with him and rode some jump races, won some jump races, and now I have a barn full of them. So yeah, it's been a wild ride.
all right. As a kid, what's your earliest memories with the horses?
Yeah, I rode. I remember I took lessons. My family's not into horses at all. I was the oddball, and I took a lot of lessons on ponies. I remember a pony Peanut that I learned to jump on. And I always really liked the show horses and stuff, but it wasn't until I started working for the Houghtons, I was 10, like just, scrubbing water buckets and cleaning tack. And then when I was 13, they put me on a racehorse and started teaching me how to properly gallop. And that was when I knew. Didn't like the show horses. The race horses were always going to be what it was. I wasn't exactly sure at that stage if I wanted to train or ride or whatever, but when I started galloping racehorses, I knew that was it.
Some of the good jumpers that you had throughout
Oh
the
yeah, well,
years.
working for Jonathan, Divine Fortune was probably my all-time favorite. He won races up here in Saratoga. Winston C won two grade ones up here in Saratoga. One of my last years with Jonathan, and then on my own, obviously the Mean Queen. She beat the boys and beat Snap Decision and won three grade ones last year, my first year training, and won me an Eclipse Award last year. So she's obviously at the top of the list. Have a couple other really nice ones this year too, but I'd have to say the Mean Queen is she's created she's made my career so early on. So she's the reason I've gotten a lot of new owners and got me a lot of publicity. So I'd have to put her at the top of the list.
I know Jonathan is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What kind of trainer was he?
Yeah, he was incredible. I mean, he was a very natural sort of approach. He trained off a farm. All the horses got turned out first before they trained, and he did things probably a lot differently than a lot of people. Just letting them be horses. He would turn $4 million mares out together in a field. It was very nerve-wracking to watch. But I do the same now. Like at Fair Hill, I have paddocks, and they all get turned out before they get ridden, and happy horses run faster, he used to say, and I don't think he's wrong. So, yeah, I learned a lot from him.
Yeah, they say love make the horse run
Yeah,
faster.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Did your career take you to Europe?
I actually went to Ireland. I was in Ireland for Jonathan when he retired, and I took over actually when I was in Ireland. And I'm the first American trainer to train a flat winner and a hurdle winner on the jump circuit in Ireland, actually. Did that in the very early 2021. They were actually my first winners as trainers were in Ireland, which was funny. So we might go back. We might take the Mean Queen back for the winner or something like that. But yeah, pretty cool.
Your favorite moment in this life
Oh,
for you, horse racing?
I'd have to say it was last year winning the American Grand National with the Mean Queen. That's our biggest,
Yeah.
most premier meet, and she beat Snap Decision, which was the best horse in the country. He just won the Jonathan Sheppard up here the other week over the jumps. And that's just a really prestigious race to win.
Yeah.
So to win that my first year racing was pretty special.
All right. How important is the men and women that take care of these horses, the
Yeah.
grooms and the
I mean, that's everything. I'm actually up here because the jump race was canceled yesterday. I sent my three home, and my assistants are back home with them, and I'm up here with just one horse, because look, it takes a whole team. We're based at Fair Hill, we have runners here. We had a runner at Presque Isle, and a lot of trainers are like that. They have horses everywhere, so we can't be one. we can't be 10 different places at one time, so we rely everything, our assistants to our grooms, to our riders, that they are what make the operation. We might be the face of it, we might be the ones paying the wages and making the hard decisions, but at the end of the day, it doesn't run without all of those people. So I think that's very, very important to make known. Jumpers, flat horses, doesn't matter. It's the same. The team behind you is how good you are, really.
Wow. And how cool is your job?
Yeah, my job's pretty darn cool.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.